Well, hello and welcome to the Gigantium Arena in Aalborg and live coverage of the 2014 Men's European Handball Championships. Paul Bray here with you for this top-of-the-table clash in Group B between Spain and Iceland. It's the final day of matches in Group B in the preliminary round, and later tonight Hungary and Norway will battle it out for the final place in the main round, with the loser leaving the competition. But first, world champion Spain have stepped onto the court. 2 wins so far in the competition. 34-27 against Hungary, 27-25 against the battling Norwegians, who nearly caused a sensation. But in the end, the world champions steadied their nerves and took maximum points. Waiting for the crowd. Expect a big cheer for Iceland, who have a good little band of supporters here, led out by their captain, Joan Sigurdsson. Iceland, who won comfortably in the opening day in the Scandinavian clash, 31-26, before sensationally drawing with Hungary in their second match. And it leaves the table looking like this: Spain on top with a maximum 4 points, Iceland on 3 with that draw against Hungary. Both those teams already qualified for the main round. They're battling here to take an extra 2 points through to the main round, so this a very important game. Third place in the group is Hungary, who later on today will only actually need a draw against the Norwegians to book the third and final place in the main round. Pumped up, they certainly are, the Icelanders. They haven't won in the last 3 encounters against Spain, but they're looking to reverse that here today, with Palmarsson hopefully on good form in the picture there. Because otherwise there is that slight danger that they could take just 1 point through to the main round, Iceland. Now introducing the Spanish team.
Number 5, Joan. Number 8, Number 9, Aron. Number 11, Canellas. Number 12, Palmarsson. Number 15, Number 19, Joan. Number 21, Joan Canellas. Number 24, Aalborg. Number 25, Aron. Number 26, Number 28, Number 30, and number 33, and the official from Spain is Jose Canellas.
Canellas, the coach of the Spanish team, who took over from Valero Rivera, quit after the Spaniards won the World Championships last year on home soil. And now Iceland.
Number 3, Number 4, Aron. Number 6, Number 7, Aron. Number 8, Joan. Number 9, Sigurdsson. Number 10, Joan. Number 12, Aron. Number 13, Olof Gudmundsson. Number 17, Sverre Jakobsson. Number 18, Robert Gunnarsson. Number 19, Ola Karlsson. Number 26, Bjarke Gunnarsson. And number 27, Nora Jonsson. And officials Iceland, Aron Christiansson.
There's the players, and Aron Christiansson. After the big games in London in 2012 from Gudmundsson. Referees from Belarus, Andrei Kushko on the right and Sigay Rivkin on the left. Referee the 2012 Women's European Championship bronze medal playoff between Hungary and Serbia.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the presentation of
Euro 2010 in Austria. So now the national anthems, starting with Spain. Canellas there in the picture, looking like the rest of his teammates, hugely concentrated. And now the anthem of Iceland. Almost a home crowd feel here with the Icelandic fans singing the anthem a cappella as the PA system is turned off. Well, the teams swing around, quick shake of the hands, and the match will be underway in just a few moments. So let's have a look at the teams. Spain still without line player Aguinagalde. They hope to have him fit for the main round, but Andreu and Guardiola have been deputising well. Right winger Rojas is their top scorer with 13 goals. Should start with Ugalde on the other wing, and Entre Rios, Canellas and Maqueda across the back. There is Victor Thomas, 28-year-old Barcelona right winger, 372 goals for Spain in 116 appearances. Well, for Iceland, some concern over right winger Olafsson, who picked up an injury against Hungary, but he's named in the squad today. He should start with Sigurdsson on the left wing. Atlason, Palmarsson and Hallgrímsson should be across the back with Gunnarsson on the line. And there is Aron Palmarsson, 277 goals in 76 appearances for the playmaker who plies his trade for top German side Kiel. Picked up a bit of an ankle injury in their opening match, but seems to have been fit ever since. Sierra, last hug for the coach, Manolo Canellas, who also coaches Wisła Płock in Poland. While on the other side, Aron Christiansson, also relatively new to the Icelandic team, a former international himself with 85 caps for his country. So C.I. Repkin there in the picture, together with Andrei Gusko. There he is, the two Belarus referees taking charge of this important match to see who will take these critical 2 points, or it could be one apiece, I guess, into the main round, because either way, both these teams are going through. But you need every point you can. This group will merge with Group A, which is already based in Herning, where they will go. Herning, which is where the final will also take place in about 10 days' time. It's a group that features the hosts, of course, Denmark, amongst others, along with Austria, Macedonia and the Czech Republic. Only Denmark at the moment, certainly in that group, to go through to the main round. So here we go then, Iceland in the blue strip. Throw off playing from left to right. Spain today, the world champions in the red tops and blue shorts. Open up with the customary 6-0 defence, but expect plenty of strength in depth. They've got a huge lineup in defence. Guardiola as ever, Moros, both of them defence specialists, but then you've got Maqueda, the right back, 105 kilos. They steal the ball early. Last 3 encounters, a friendly in July 2012, and then the Euro 2 years ago. Saw wins for Spain as Maqueda gets off the mark quickly, beating Gustafsson. Well, they started to bring the ball up slowly, then suddenly he accelerated into the gap, and Iceland, normally so quick at getting back, caught napping. So 3 wins for Spain in the last encounters. The last win for Iceland goes back to the Olympic Games in Beijing in 2008. And the Scandinavians won 36-30. Shot straight down the middle and picked up by Spain on the break here. Interesting, they've started instead with Valero Rivera, number 28 on the left wing. It's his first start of the competition. Valero Rivera, whose father, with the same name, was coach of the national team, of course, until the World Championships last year. He's now left that post to go off and coach in Qatar. His son, though, still in the national team under the guidance now of Manolo Canellas. Entre Rios, the captain, a big gap. Oh, a quick crossover, no talking in defence, and Valero Rivera gets himself on the score sheet, and Christiansen can't be too pleased with the defence. Neither can Gustafsson, twice left completely stranded. Rivera scoring. He plays for Nantes in France, together with one of his opponents today, Gunnar Jonsson, playmaker, who's not on just now. So at right back, Iceland have Hallgrímsson. And then Snorri Gudjonsson in the centre, and Palmarsson at the left-back position. Gunnarsson gets a free throw. Specialist line player, not used in defence. Comes back out again. Hallgrímsson loitering. Palmarsson, that's nice. Thought he was going to jump, but actually stayed rooted to the ground and saw a gap between the defenders. Quick throw off taken though by Spain. Maqueda looking for space. Canellas is in the centre with the captain Entre Rios at left back. Entre Rios, one of 5 Barcelona players in the team, who now switches into the central role and back into the left back, the number 9. Oh, lazy movement by Gustafsson, 28-year-old who plays for Bergische in Germany. Be annoyed with himself there. They all count in the end, and Palmarsson gets his second. Didn't get too much height on it, but just notice his Sierra was too far to one side. So he joins Maqueda on 2 goals apiece. 3-2 to Spain in just 3.5 minutes. Quite a lot of both the teams are now plying the trade in France, and in fact there are Paris Saint-Germain players on both sides. Goalkeeper Sierra for Spain and Garcia, who's not on just now, as well as Iceland's Hallgrímsson and Gunnarsson. But for today, they have to put, there's one of them, they have to put their pleasantries aside. Jakobsen. Well, a 2-goal lead, Entre Rios, the captain. Goal so far in the competition, free throw. So right back for Iceland is Hallgrímsson, 29-year-old, as I mentioned, from Paris Saint-Germain, who's got to fill the rather large boots left by Olafur Stefansson, the legendary back player who retired after the London Olympics after playing 327 times for Iceland and scoring 1,549 goals. It's quite incredible. Oh, nicely done. Snorri Gudjonsson. Plays for Gilge in Denmark. Oh, and Lelac just isn't going with Gustafsson in goal. The ball comes off the goalpost, hits him in the back and goes in. It will be credited to Maqueda, though, his 3rd of the game. Plenty of power on that shot. Well, Jörgen Gustafsson. Things are going to get a little bit better. Hallgrímsson into the wing. Gudjon Valur Sigurdsson. Captain scores and very sportingly goes over to apologise to Rojas. He caught him on the way through. Real sportsman. It's his arm as he came through. There he is, caught his head. Really nice to see gestures like that in the heat of a match. He's still apologising as Rojas arrives down into his wing. Entre Rios, and a little bit of a tussle going on between number 17 Sverrir Jakobsen 36-year-old defense specialist. This for Bosch Wallstadt in the German Bundesliga. Little crossover, Canellas. Oh dear, Gustafsson just cannot get his range. I wonder if Palmarsson may need to make an early entrance here. Closed angle, and he's just looking really slow in reactions. Canellas is happy though, as Spain take a 6-4 lead. Now Christiansson just looks on anxiously. Have a free throw now for Iceland. Well, I mentioned the scoring prowess of the retired Stefansson, but let's not forget that Sigurdsson, the Icelandic captain on the left wing, has himself scored a staggering 1,483 international goals in 283 appearances for his country. That's nice. That's very nice. And Palmarsson.
Go Iceland. The number 4, Palmarsson, 5-6.
Free throw again. Just one goal in it. And there's still more tussling going on the line, and it's yellow card for Palmarsson. Pulling on Joan Canellas, the 27-year-old based in Hamburg in Germany. Spaniard seems unconcerned by it and drives in again, looking for the line. Good save this time by Gustafsson, but a penalty defending inside the area, as no one called him, and Rivera, the French-based winger, came around the back and got in between the defenders. Good pass in by Hallgrímsson. Takes the opportunity for a quick word with Canellas. Rojas. Oh, save! Well, he's woken up finally. Gustafsson. Let's hope that gets him going. Read it well. And no luck for Albert Rojas, who plays his club handball in Denmark, as it happens, for Kolding Copenhagen. Yellow card now for Moros, I believe. The defense specialist pleads his innocence. Moros, one of the Barcelona contingent here, playing his 3rd European Championships. Palmarsson, though, approves. He's being battered on the line player. Palmarsson switches back. Second line player goes in. Hallgrímsson's got a bit of space, but it wasn't a great shot. But the push by Canellas gives him a free throw. Both teams qualified for the European Championships, top of their respective groups. Spain were top of Group 1, ahead of Macedonia, who qualified within Portugal and Switzerland. Fast break now for Spain. Rivera. Well, he'll run those all day long. The Spanish winger loves a fast break. 5 lead for Spain. Well, Iceland, for their part, qualified at top of Group 6, ahead of Belarus, the other team who qualified with them, then Slovenia, who missed out. There was a bit of a surprise in Romania. So, they didn't get maximum points like the Spaniards, Iceland. They did lose away to Belarus. They've lost possession again. Moros, Rivera. Canellas cuts inside again, tries to go all the way, and this time is held up. Good defending by Gunnarsson. He will wait for his opportunity. Well, he's managed to do it. Do a quick substitution. The Icelanders, Jakobsson charges into number 2 position as Gunnarsson moves over on this side. Makeda went for the dummy, but did he take off too early and get a little bit of luck, I wonder? We'll have a look. He gets the ball. Well, I think he took off too early, was expecting to be pushed, and the defender very cleverly stepped back. There was no contact, and he fell flat in his face. He was going to probably try and use the contact to leverage himself off and go back in again. Well, 10.5 minutes played. Spain leading 7-5 here in Aalborg, up in the north of Jutland in Denmark. Makeda. Oh, into the line. Defending inside the area. Penalty. No doubt about that whatsoever. Gunnarsson walked straight off without even looking back. He knew he'd given it away. Up steps Rivera. Oh, and he misses too. Well, after a slow start, Gustafsson saves 2 penalties. Tried to put a lot of spin on it, but he caught it on the way down with his hand. So 2 penalty misses for Spain so far. Oh, intercepted again, and they're trying to force the ball to the line, and they're paying the price each time. Oh, and the defense specialist bounces it too hard and too soon. Comes up early and hits the crossbar. Palmarsson sets up the captain. Sigurdsson, second goal. Good play by Palmarsson. Rojas quickly stepped out of the way. He was inside the area, realised it. Sporting as well, because he could have stood his ground and said, well, take a better have a go from the penalty line. Pushing up a little bit deeper at the moment, Iceland, trying to unsettle the build-up at the back for Spain. Palmarsson. Entrerios, the captain. Spain, who won the World Championships last year in Barcelona. Still in place, say the referees. Spain, who beat Denmark in the final a year ago, one of the most one-sided finals against the Danish side, who, having looked like absolute dead cert for the gold medal after a brilliant semi-final against Croatia, just couldn't do anything right on the final, and Spain walked away with it. Daylight robbery it was. It was just too easy. Entrerios, good save, comes out for Iceland. But again, Spain are getting back far quicker than the Icelanders. Was that an attacking foul? Not given. Rivera gets up quickly as Palmarsson goes through. It won't count. This is already gone. Well, Gustafsson getting into his own slowly in goal. He's made 4 saves now from 11 shots. Sierra just 1 save, but then again the Spaniards have managed to limit the Icelanders to just 7 shots in these 14 minutes. Very good defending by the world champions. Makeda brings down Icelandic playmaker, little dummy, shimmy to try and go around. Absolutely floored Gunnar Jonsson from Nantes, ironically, by his club teammate Makeda. Both play for Nantes in France. Pause while they mop the floor. Occupational hazard here with all the sweat on the players as they go down. Reorganising maybe coming up. Couldn't get in yet. Sierra's second save. Into the wing, there's no one there. Oh, he's put it over the top. And it's proved costly because they've come straight back down the other end, and Gunnarsson scores his second. Paris Saint-Germain winger, right player I should say, cutting back in, and on this occasion Spain have been very quick to get back in defence, but they didn't, and Gustafsson just checking the fixings on his goal. So team timeout called by Spain, with Iceland having slowly but methodically settled into the game now and clawed it back to 7-all.
Hacer más faltas cuando entren en zona peligrosa, más contundencia, chocar chocar con el cuerpo y atacar los brazos y que no haya continuidades hacia los extremos. Que no haya dudas de que llega aquí, el extremo viene o no viene. Tenéis que cortar como esta acción, Mike. ¿De acuerdo? Pero aquí tenemos que defender más. Después, en ataque posicional, estamos teniendo goles. El portero no está parando. Vamos a tirar dentro. Hacemos ahora... hacemos aquí...
Rojas 145 internationals, 516 goals, and Thomas 116 internationals, 372. Both used to be together at Barcelona, vying for the same spot, a bit like they are here in the national team until Rojas moved to Denmark. From Iceland. Aron Christiansson. 4 so far from Palmarsson, but he's also set up a couple rather nicely. That was one of them, with a little bit of help from defender's hand. So play resumes midway through the first half with the teams tied here in this. That's a penalty, arm taken as he went to shoot, and I think the fault with Gunnar Jonsson. And it's interesting that Jonsson's getting so much of the play early on, the number 27 there, who's fouling Canellas. He's not played a lot in the competition, and he's new to the team. Hadn't played for Iceland until their last couple of warm-up games before they travelled to Denmark. So after 2 penalty misses in the competition, third player tries it. Thomas comes off the bench. And 3 misses from the 7-metre line. Spain at least retrieve the loose ball. And Thomas. Coaches are probably saying, well, do you want to go and take it next time, or shall I? Shot efficiency, only 50% for Spain, but 78 for Iceland. They're not shooting a lot, but when they are shooting with greater efficiency. Overbounced once more by Makeda, not learning from Morris's earlier mistake. Into the wing, decent angle, but cut out nicely by Gonzalo Perez, who's replaced Sierra in the goal, and his first action is to take a shot in the face. Olafsson comes straight over to apologise, the Icelandic winger. Oh yes, he's going to feel that for a little while. Perez, the 23-year-old newcomer to the Spanish team. Spain, who've travelled to Denmark without a number of their first-choice players, notably Arpad Sterbik, legendary keeper, who injured his knee. He's out for the duration, as is Alex Dujcebaev, son of the famous talent Dujcebaev, the right back who plays for Vardar Skopje, injured in their warm-up games just before the European Championship started, denying us the opportunity to see him play in his first major competition for Spain. Meanwhile, Juan Canellas scores to put Spain back in front again, and Perez showing no ill effects from that ball in the face earlier by Olafsson. Free throw again. But of course, Iceland arrived without their first choice right winger Alexander Petersen, so Olafsson is their only recognised left-handed right winger in the team. So change at the back. The captain Entre Rios gets a breather. Sarmiento comes in, and you expect him to move towards the centre in a few moments. Well, where was the defence? It was a walk in the park for Canellas. Fully taken. Sigurdsson, goal number 3 for the captain. Nice feed into him by Gunnar Jonsson. And still only 1 goal in it. Sigurdsson, who scored 50 goals so far this season for Kiel in the German Bundesliga, where he plays alongside Palmarsson. So Sarmiento, very quick playmaker, 30-year-old from Barcelona. Thomas, yes! Dummy the low shot, and then little broken wrist effort to put it over the keeper. taking the pace off it and spinning it. Still a 2-goal lead for Spain. A win here for Spain will ensure that they carry maximum points into the main round. Iceland will have to wait on the result between Hungary and Norway to see how many points they have anyway, because... oh, and a mistake. Perez de Vargas misreads the bounce. Palmarsson glad to claim that one. Gustafsson. Still remonstrations from Guardiola. The line player, but being used in defence at the moment as Juan Andro comes in, number 19 for Spain. Played a couple of minutes. That's come off for Spaniard. This throw in. It's taken quickly by Iceland. Attack and defence as the Icelandic supporters try to lift the team. One goal in it, 19 minutes played. Iceland now have Runar Karason. And that's a throw in from the corner for Iceland. So Karason has come in at right back position in place of Hallgrímsson. He hasn't been able to create too many chances. Sigurdsson goes in on the line. Karason looks for the line. That's brilliantly done. Off the post, it stays out. Missed opportunity for Gunnarsson. Sarmiento got in too close to the defence and has to pull all the way back. Canellas slows it down a little bit into the wing, but nowhere for Thomas to go with that one. Still a 6-0 defence, but good depth on it when it's needed. Oh, he was already going down on the road, but he's got a free throw. Andrew, who's covering for the injured Aguinagalde. That was the earlier shot by Gunnarsson off the post. 20 minutes played then in the first half. Nothing in it here in Aalborg in this penultimate match in Group B. Oof, comes out nicely for Thomas, who follows up with his second goal. 13 he's scored so far in the competition. He's added another 2 here today. Should have gone a little bit further, but decided to make sure he wasn't impeded with a shot. It's a class act, he is, Victor Thomas. His 3rd European Championship. He's also played in 2 World Championships. He's one of 11 players in the Spanish team who remain from their World Championship winning side. Well, at the moment, it's Spanish fans who seem to be a little bit more upbeat. Come on, Icelanders, your team needs you. There are a few trying to get things started. Iceland have Gunnar Jonsson then in the middle. Karason on the ball now, number 19. Oh, good power. He's had a good competition. It's his first major competition for Iceland. And he has played 38 times, but never in European World Olympics. And 8 goals so far in the competition. And that was a beauty. Still 1 goal in it. Spain, who arrive here with 5 wins in their warm-up games at the beginning of January. It's going to be a free throw and another yellow card. Spain, who won a tournament at home, 4 Nations tournament, beating Egypt, Brazil and Sweden, and then beat Sweden in a couple more friendlies afterwards. Well, Iceland played in a 4 Nations tournament in Germany. They beat Russia and Austria, but then lost heavily to Germany, who of course haven't qualified for Euro 2014. Scoreline there, 32-24. Oh, saved, I think. The ball still loose, play on, say the referees. Iceland moving up, 2 players still down at the other end. Oh, the line player couldn't hold it. It fell loose though. Svavarsson, the ball bouncing out of his hand, but Sigurdsson gets the loose ball. 4th goal for the captain. There it is. Lucky for him. They all count in the end. The initial miss by Vignir Svavarsson, number 2, who's a defense specialist. Also Minden in Germany. Line player normally, and see him on the far side then. He's holding the center with Bjarki Gunnarsson, who's 2 meters and 1 and 100 kilos, while Svavarsson is a little shorter but also 100 kilos. So heavyweight defense for Iceland in the center. There they are, the 2 defenders. Say by Gunnarsson, the ball's loose, picked up by Iceland. Interesting that Iceland haven't used their normal central hinge in defence of Svavarsson and Jakobsson together. There's the incident again. Comfortable save in the end for the 28-year-old Icelandic keeper. Interestingly, Iceland have put a right back into the right wing while Olafsson is off. They have no one else to use there. It's Hallgrímsson, but from the middle, Palmarsson again. Goal number 4. And as ever, Spain take the throw off very quickly. Makeda powers it through, scores his 4th. Well, Iceland very briefly led, all of 10 seconds.
And he goes for Spain, the number 5, Joan.
So all tied here in Aalborg. Change on the line for Iceland. Kari Kristjansson, the 32-year-old who plays in Denmark for Bjerringbro, comes on. They stint at Wetzlar in Germany. Oh, brilliant. Palmarsson with a long-range effort for his 5th goal. Right up in the corner. No way through for Thomas as he came down the centre. Kristjansson and Palmarsson only being used in attack. There they are, getting a break now. So Gunnarsson and Svavarsson cover for them in defence. Well, they are defending really well now, Iceland, forcing Spain into speculative shots from outside. Spain claimed that was an attacking foul. It's not given, and Jonsson gets his first goal of Euro 2014. The Icelandic debutant. Falls over Thomas on the way through. And he was inside the area anyway, and look at the reaction of Kristjansson. It's almost as if it was the winning goal. 40% save rate flashed up quickly there for Gustafsson. But for the moment, Perez 4 saves from 11. So Entre Rios resumes in the centre. Sarmiento experiment didn't particularly work out for them. And Gurbindo has come in. Attacking foul, say the referees. Good spell for Iceland, who've taken a 2-goal lead now. 4.5 minutes remaining in the half, and a look of bemusement. He did certainly appear to be held around his arms as Canellas has a word with the EHF observer, Sotiris Migas. It's not going to change the referee's mind. So after steadying everyone's nerves, a couple of quick goals by Iceland. See them take the momentum back. Oh, and again, Karason, his 2nd of the game. Karason is having a great Euro 2014 so far. 8 goals in the opening 2 games, 2 here now today, and Iceland lead by 3. Ball's loose, and it's looking untidy now as they try with 2 on the line, but Thomas has to come out again. There's no one to pass to. Canellas. Looking for the line and again dispossessed unfairly this time, say the referees. Canellas still nursing his chin. So Aron comes in, he was brought down on that last attack and caused that little commotion on the bench. Canellas, could he have taken the ball through with him? Canellas being closely marked, passive play being warned. Finally they get going again. Aron, 28-year-old who plays for Hanover.
3 minutes left of the first half.
So Kristjansson must be reasonably happy as we enter the last 3 minutes after trailing for much of the time, albeit by only the odd goal. Iceland are now leading. Kristjansson slots in on the line. Ah, they've given the ball away. No mistake. Guardiola gets his first of the game. It was a very poor pass. It wasn't even intercepted. It was passed at him, really. He wasn't moving at that point. So a couple of quick goals by Spain steadies the ship. Sigurdsson tries to talk to his teammates. Keep it steady. No more silly passes, please. Palmarsson at right back. Team timeout for Iceland. So it's been nip and tuck so far. Better start by Spain in the competition with Gustafsson struggling in goal. Then Gustafsson pulled off a few good saves. Iceland got back in. So Kristjansson wants to gather all his teammates together there. Very, very calm out on Kristjansson. Shot efficiency, still Iceland with 71% of their shots going through, 50% of Spain's, but the difference is that Iceland have only taken 21 shots for their 15 goals, while Spain have taken 28 to score one less. 50% success rate. Sarmiento, who was on for just 7 minutes, failing to score from 3 attempts.
Fundamental, fundamental
they had to switch that back off again. Normally he's a good running player, but his problem may be that he's possibly just a little too light for what is a fairly powerful Icelandic defence that just waits for you, and the moment you enter the 9-metre area they get out, cover you well and close you down. 8 saves for Gustafsson so far. Here's some of them.
Igual, con pivote se juega bien. Vamos, tíos, a darle. Y ante todo, tranquilidad.
Play resumes inside the last 2 minutes. Penalty, defending inside the area. Good play by Sigurdsson. Quick switch of direction. And Gurbindo gets the yellow card as he just basically charged into Sigurdsson.
Yellow card, Spain's number 3, Eduardo Gurbindo.
Perez de Vargas stays in goal and faces Snorri Gudjonsson. Oh! Was that inside the area by Thomas? The Icelanders thought so, but good save. Well, 4 penalty misses in the game so far. There's the leg. Read it well. 3 misses by Spain and now 1 by Iceland. Snorri Gudjonsson, who unfortunately that won't be his most famous penalty miss. Oh, that's nicely done. Canellas with his 4th goal. Here it is again. So we're into the last minute, but of course Snorri Gudjonsson missed the penalty that cost Iceland the quarter-final in the London Olympics against Hungary. His penalty would have given him a 2-goal lead with 10 seconds to go. Instead he missed. Hungary scored immediately from the save by Fazekas and then 1 in extra time. Brave of him to still step up and take the penalties. That's a rather weak shot by Jonsson. It's given possession back to Spain. 22 seconds. They've got time here to try and potentially go in with a psychological lead at half-time. Ticking away, 10 seconds. Who's going to step up and take it? Aron goes in. They need someone to put the blocks on the line. And Canellas looks for the line. Free throw, and it's going to have to be a direct free throw because the buzzer's gone. The Icelandic defence will squeeze in as tightly as they can now in front of It looks like Canellas is going to volunteer for this one. Well, I've seen them go in. It's not impossible to do. Unlikely, but doable. Canellas. Oh, he's done it! Canellas gives the lead to Spain. And Gustafsson going, what were you doing? Leans right over and shoots around the wall. Look at this, brilliant. Well, if they win by a goal, Iceland will look back on this and say 6 of us failed to stop 1 Spaniard. So there it is then, half-time in this final match for these two teams in Group B, and Spain lead Iceland 16-15 off that cracking final goal by Canellas. Well, it's gone swinging backwards and forwards between the two teams. There's absolutely nothing in it. Both are defending ferociously. Lots of penalty misses, though. Spain will look back on 3 of them in the first half. Tomas Rojas and Rivera, all the wingers, failing from the 7-meter line, but Gudjonsson also missing. 59% of the attacks succeeding for Spain, 56% for Iceland only, so the balance is turning very slightly there, but still 68% success rate on the shooting for Iceland to Spain's 59. 5 turnovers, though, suffered by Iceland. They are being a bit careless. Only 1 for Spain, keeping it tidy in that respect. And penalties, no one's managed from 4 so far on either side. Top scorers, Canellas with 5 for Spain. Palmarsson the same number for Iceland, with Makeda and Sigurdsson coming in second on each side with 4 goals apiece. Otherwise, it's fairly well spread out amongst the remaining players. A bit of excitement there at the end. Gustafsson's goalkeeping. You'll have to look on that. And Spain, you can see this gap in the middle when they lost momentum, and then Iceland started to come back and then eventually even took the lead. But then 4 goals without reply at the end, including that thrilling 9-meter throw. Gives the advantage to the Spaniards. A reasonable spread, good success on the right-hand side. 6 down the middle, but from 15 attempts for Spain, 3 fast breaks, and then 1 goal apiece on left-back, left-wing positions. While for Iceland, well, the left wing's functioning beautifully, 3 from 3, and left-back 3 from 3. Down the middle's okay. On the right-hand side, it's looking a little quiet, 1 goal from 4, and then 2 fast breaks, and 1 quick goal there straight from the throw-off, credited to them. So at half-time here, Spain lead Iceland 16-15. We'll take a short break. Join us again for the second half.
Nothing can stop me now that I'm flying. This is the moment, wanna shout it out. On the horizon, my star is rising. This is the moment, wanna shout it out.
Welcome back to the Gigantium Arena in Aalborg in the north of Denmark. It's half-time in this Group B match between the two top teams in the group. And for now, Spain leading 16-15 at the interval. With a stunning goal by Canellas. A direct free throw. There's some nice shots of the fans from both sides mingling and exchanging jokes and smiles all round. Game being played in good spirits, but nevertheless very physically. Good, strong defending. And, we have yet to see any 2-minute suspensions. All the yellow cards have been used up on both sides, so I guess they could start coming in the second half. Iceland may well regret not having enough width on that ball, but Canellas playing to see who will take those extra 2 points. One apiece into the main round, and if Spain win here today, they will take 4 points into the main round. These teams already qualified before today's matches. The only decision remaining in this Group B is whether it will be Hungary or Norway who go through with them. Iceland would prefer to see the Norwegians qualify, of course, since they dropped a point against the Hungarians. Beat Norway. That's out of their hands. For now, they have to focus on trying to beat Spain, because frankly, if Iceland only take 1 point into the main round, into another group that includes Denmark, and they're already 3 points behind Spain, then they are going to struggle to make it through to the semi-finals, and they know that, I'm sure. But although this is only the midway point, not even in the competition, already this is a crucial game for the Icelanders. Well, the fans doing their best to give a festive mood to the occasion. They're ready to get the second half going. Here we go then, Spain with that 1-goal lead, throw off the second half in Aalborg. A game that swung one way then the other, a 3-0 exchange for Iceland, saw them go 15-12 up, but then they failed to score for the last 4 minutes of the first half, conceding 4 goals in the process to drop behind again. Good solid defending on Aron. Very deep onto the left-back position. Makeda blocked as he tries to come in. And Palmarsson. Makeda drives to the centre. He's been kept out with the defence sitting at 9 metres. No way through. Ball stolen, but unfairly knocked out of the hands of Canellas. Second line player's gone in. Ugalde, yes! Aron, the scorer, races off for the substitution. Big line player, 113 kilos. Not for anyone to stop. Second goal for Aron. That's now 5 goals without reply either side of the break for Spain. And the Spaniards are now individually marking Palmarsson, who's gone into the wing. Christiansson pulled a little and started to fall back before the ball reached him, but gets the benefit of a 9-metre throw. Again, Spain sit on Palmarsson, and Christiansson again struggling to get connection with the ball. Snorri Gudjonsson trying to get a little bit of pace, that's good. Penalty, defending inside the area by Canellas. Kari Christiansson, the Danish baseline player. There is the push by Canellas. Well, no one scored a penalty yet. Captain steps up to do it now. Joan shows how it's done. 5th goal of the game for him. Well, 3 penalties so far in the competition. 91 kilometers an hour. Perez de Vargas brings his legs together very quickly, thought he was going low. All in the handwork, instead puts it top right. 17-16, Spain still leading. Entre Rios in the attack, Makeda at right back. Canellas waiting to drive in the first 2 minutes suspension of the game. the defence specialist, Palmarsson, 33-year-old replacement Minden, very experienced player. He's going to have an enforced break now, and it's a power play for Spain, and the line player's down again. Just watching the reason, of course, for the sending off. Looking for the line once more, and despite being short-handed, they've managed to get possession back as Canellas steps inside. Was that taken from the wrong place? And a very sporting handshake between Sigurdsson and Perez de Vargas as they come face to face, but already realizing the whistle had gone, and Repkin wanted the ball brought back down the court to be taken from the right place. And Canellas just checking with the referee. Rojas comes out and trying to stay close to Sigurdsson now, and both Sigurdsson and Palmarsson being marked, but as Sigurdsson goes on his wing. So goalkeepers out for Iceland. They've been doing this a lot when they're short-handed. They put in an extra player. Spain got the ball, it's an empty goal. Don't think they realise, the Spaniards. Snorri Gudjonsson is right back in goal, and he hasn't had a chance to change. Well, Gustafsson looks on. Well, it's been slight embarrassment and bit of bragging rights if Rojas had failed to score from the wing. It's a gamble, and if it doesn't come off, I'm afraid it does leave you stranded, and that's exactly what's happened. It's the first time it's happened, in fairness to Iceland, in the competition when they've done this. Almost every time they get short-handed, they take out their goalkeeper and put on Snorri Gudjonsson with the goalkeeper's bib on. Palmarsson being individually marked, and they're covering the wingers as well, so it's leaving the back player stranded all the time, but Hallgrímsson decides, well, there's only one way to do this now, and I'll just have to charge straight to the line myself. First goal for him. Borderline on the steps, so they pull it back to within one, and Iceland are back to full strength again, with the right goalkeeper in this time. Free throw. Aron and Canellas. There is Gudjonsson. Looking for the line, that's inside the area. Icelandic ball. And they've got the extra numbers if they were quick about it, and they were. Hallgrímsson again. Well, after a slow start in the first half by the 29-year-old right back from Paris Saint-Germain, he's got his range now, the number 6. Blasted a couple in. Rojas has gone down, and Gustafsson, I think, is suggesting that Rojas is going down a tad easily, as is Hallgrímsson. Let's have a look and see. Well, I think that Gunnarsson did put a hand up, but whether it was enough to knock over the right winger, not sure. Brilliant shot, Makeda, goal number 5. Gustafsson, so close, touched it, not enough though. Palmarsson still individually marked. They've got to come out and help. Gudjonsson can't afford to get tucked in on the line and stay there. Despite the intervention on Palmarsson, the Icelanders still managing to keep up with the world champions. Free throw. Gudjonsson dispossessed unfairly, say the referees, and the Danish-based playmaker can come back with the ball. Palmarsson, a little bit of space now. Well, they left them alone. And the moment they did that, he slams the ball away. No marker on him. Interesting that every time they start their attacks, Rojas goes in on the left-hand side. Off the post! Stays out by Makeda. Iceland are breaking. He's still down at the other end. Into the line. Penalty. The foul on Svavarsson. The Spaniards remonstrate. He managed to turn, he was facing goal. Hallgrímsson passes the ball, he's turned. Well, they can't have any argument with that, because Makeda didn't get up. He came charging back from the other end. and ran straight into the area. Sierra goes into goal as we wait for Sigurdsson to step up. And he scores, and Iceland once more in front. Through the legs, very nicely done by the veteran, and that's why he's now scored over 1,500 goals for his country. A remarkable achievement. Iceland warming up. Sverrir Jakobsson, number 17 at the bottom of the picture. Another one of their defence specialists who normally works alongside Palmarsson. Looking for the line. Oh, did well. Oh, off the foot. And a fumble by Rojas. I think he was almost surprised the ball came out at all, and a yellow card, meanwhile, has been given to the Icelandic coach, Aron Kristjansson. Having a little bit of an argument with the referees he went past. Not quite sure what it was about, but Siraj Repkin not too happy with it. And there it is, it just caught him below the knee. Anything below the knee is a foul. So 8 minutes into the second half, and Spain's 1-goal lead at half-time has swung the other way. Hallgrímsson, who started really well in the second half. Big shot. It'll be comfortably picked up by the keeper. And they are trying to pick up Palmarsson again. He's been marked throughout the second half, except for about 5 seconds when he scored. Well, it's giving space to Hallgrímsson on the other side, and it's working in his favour. And Hallgrímsson has got a good pedigree, 270 goals in 187 appearances. He's no slouch. And he's benefiting from the 5-0-1 defence. Team timeout for Spain. So, 2-goal lead. Well, it hasn't taken long. It's been about 3 minutes and 3 goals for Iceland.
Cuando viene un tío a lanzar, vamos a salir un poco más y detrás el peso con el pivote. ¿De acuerdo?
They were still leading 19-8.
Vamos a salir un poco más.
Spain, 3.5 minutes ago, and now 21-19. Shooting efficiency still high for Iceland, 68%. That's high by any standard, but Spain 56%.
Hey, Aron, skiptir vörðir þú getur. Strákar, áfram þetta.
Spain have never won the European Championships. 3 silver medals, 96, 98 and 2006 is as good as it's got for them. Same goes for Iceland. They never won it. They got to the semi-finals in 2010. They've lost that, but did beat Poland to take bronze. That was in Austria 4 years ago. Hallgrímsson, who started the second half in blistering form. Change the line player, and Guardiola, marginally smaller than Andre, or lighter I should say. Guardiola is 2 meters tall, he's a slightly taller player, but 10 kilos less at 103 kilos, but still a real handful. Really good at working his way quickly into space, all the way through, and Palmarsson, on this occasion, getting beaten by his man as Canellas managed to get past him, and if he was almost tempted to tap him from behind, that would have seen him sent off, the number 2. There you go. And he puts his hand straight up. But an awkward fall for Canellas. Very pensive Manolo Cardenas on the Spanish bench. Maqueda, and again off the post. He's having a lot of bad luck. Second time in the second half. He's hit the metalwork. Thomas Sigurdsson has the measure of him on this occasion. Good defence. That's another 2-minute suspension. Hallgrímsson is the player sent off this time. Pushing, says Repkin. While he's behind, it's difficult to see what he's doing. The referee was right there, though. And will have had a better sight than either the bench or myself. So 2-minute suspensions now for... a big angle for the shot. And you would expect Thomas to score that every day. But Gustafsson comes across. Sigurdsson sucked in. Huge angle for the shot. And the Icelandic goalkeeper, in the second European Championship, pulls off an important save. Once more, the keeper's out. Gudjonsson's on with the goalkeeper's bib. 10 minutes into the second half. Bjarki Gunnarsson is on the line. Oh! Perez de Vargas could only deflect the shot by Karason into his own goal. 3 from 3 for the 25-year-old playing his first major competition. Thomas, no mistake this time, and Gustafsson takes out his frustration on the goal. Goal for Thomas. And meanwhile, goalkeeper change, as you saw, Sierra back in. Here's the goal again. Wasn't really close to it. As well taken. Jose Manuel Sierra. He's gone past his 100th international here at Euro 2014 for Spain, is in goal. Face at Paris Saint-Germain. Still, though, 2-goal lead for Iceland. Palmarsson! Oh! Dropped his wrist back, put it over the shoulder of the keeper, but wide of the goal. Oh, he'll be annoyed with him. Well, credit to the keeper. Sierra touched it. It's a save. All of a sudden, Makida's now got his range. Goal number 6 for the powerful right back. Johnson moves up, and the goals now swinging the other way. 2 without reply, Thomas and Makida. And what was a nice 3-goal lead. Back to just a single. So change on the line again, Kristjansson. Back in, Snorri Gudjonsson. Dispossessed unfairly, said the referees from Belarus. Palmarsson, not a great shot, straight down the middle. Picked out very well on the wing. Ugalde looking for support, didn't get it. And last-ditch defending by Karason gives a free throw, but it stops the break at least. But Sierra reacting well for Spain. And that's another one. 3 without reply. Superbly done. Garcia. Another one of the players of Paris Saint-Germain. It's all square here once more in Aalborg in a match that really the Icelanders can't afford to lose if they want to keep alive their semi-final hopes. Bit of a shove by Guardiola sends Gudjonsson flying. And well, it's the advertising strips. They're less adhesive or less grip on them than on the floor itself, which has excellent grip. And he just got pushed as he stepped onto the advertising strip, and his foot just went skidding off. Well, still Jakobsson's warming up, but hasn't come on yet. An uncompromising defender. Got a red card in the opening match against Norway for his third 2-minute suspension. Attacking foul by Iceland, the break is on. Taken quickly, beautifully done. Thomas thwarted again. Still in play, but handed back to the Icelanders. Into the line, straight into the keeper. Nothing, says the referee, and End-to-end stuff here. Spain breakout. It was an awkward angle for Kristjansson, but it's straight into the goalkeeper. Guardiola, Spanish line player, loitering at the back. Second line player in. Garcia's gone in there. It's going to be a free throw. Well, that's a penalty. Oh, and another 2-minute suspension. Makeda fouled as he drives through. And he was grabbed very high by Kristjansson. And he gets his marching orders.
2-minute suspension, Iceland's number 3, Kristjansson.
So a penalty, but can they score from the penalty? This is by Tomas, Rojas and Rivera so far. Canellas is going to have a go. And he scores. Hasn't taken any so far in the competition. Shows the regulars how they're supposed to do it. So with the suspension, swap, I think that tells you how hard the defending is in the game. Guardiola's shirt sleeve ripped open. So an open goal at the far end as Iceland put in Gudjonsson with the goalkeeper's bib on. Palmarsson. Interesting that when they have the extra player, Spain then leave him alone. Good defending again by Makeda. Stays stuck to him, but that's running the clock down for Iceland. And then Palmarsson tries the shot, but it's parried and the break is on. Ugalde looks for support. Garcia, Makeda, they want to keep the ball going. Makeda screaming for it. Guardiola on the line, and everyone's back organised again. 45 seconds on the power play. Nicely done. Canellas, number 7. Windmill feint to get past Palmarsson. Gustafsson the wrong way, and a 2-goal lead. 6 minutes without scoring now for Iceland. Thomas, and scores, and it's 6 goals without reply. Again, it was just telegraphed the pass. Bread and butter stuff for the Spaniards. Canellas celebrates. Team timeout called by Kristjansson, no surprise there. 6 minutes to see 6 goals from Spain. A 3-goal lead one way. A 22-19 to Iceland has become a 22-25 deficit now to them. Still in the frame, but they've got to react quickly now, the Icelanders. That's proved to be a very expensive suspension for them.
Ahora está funcionando bien porque estamos aquí, sale uno, hace falta, vuelve. Sabemos que los compañeros nos van a ayudar. Eso es lo segundo.
7 goals from 8 attempts. Fantastic statistic.
Atentos. En ataque, estas situaciones, ¿vale? Para moverlos en la zona central. Jugamos aquí, ¿vale? Gede, estas situaciones. Y hacemos la permuta para venir aquí. En ese momento, que entre Víctor ahí a buscar esas situaciones.
Una cosa. La de sacar el pivote larga que teníamos, la que el pivote va al extremo para movernos todos, ¿vale?
So Iceland just need to tidy up at the back. So they've now put in Gunnar Jonsson, 26-year-old, playing his first major competition. 27 into the centre, trying to get the ball into the wing. Defending inside the area, but it's only given us a free throw, but we've got Thomas down. Had to be substituted in the first game after getting a knock to the head. Injured in the second game as well, and now he's down a third time. Sigurdsson steps over him to take the shot. And you could argue that if play was continuing, then the defender was inside the area. Thomas is up, mercifully for Spain. Winded, nothing more. And he continues. Came off his foot. Kristjansson couldn't control the ball. It was a nice screening move, though, with Hallgrímsson. Moros. Whistle's already gone, and he'll shoot off the defence specialist. Call him a defence specialist, Moros, but he has scored 117 times in his 120 appearances, so every now and again he does get the opportunity on the break. Makeda. No way there for Canellas, comes back out again. Makeda looks for the line. Oh, ball stolen. Break is on. That was superbly done by Iceland, who took the ball out quickly, and Ólafsson gets his first of the game. The right winger. But it's the captain, Sigurdsson, who provided a brilliant lob pass to get past the two defenders chasing him. And it breaks a run of 8 minutes when they'd conceded 6 goals. Makeda dummies his first shot, the defenders just stopped moving. Leant across and took the shot. 7th goal for Makeda. The change is made. Palmarsson races off, and Kristjansson comes back in on the line in attack. Is driving around. That's nice. Hallgrímsson, number 4. Most experienced players with 187 internationals.
And goal Iceland. Number 6, Joan. 24 to 26.
Played in 3 Olympics, Hallgrímsson. 3 World Championships, and this is his 3rd European Championship. Trying to drive through Makeda, they didn't get the ball off Canellas to come back again. Two on the line for the moment for Spain. Good save. Gustafsson came out quickly and killed it. There's a winger free. They were too slow. Guðjón Valur Sigurdsson went off like a rocket. That's a brilliant save by Sierra. A missed opportunity for the Icelanders. And Ólafsson struggling on the wing. Let's see why they're missing the veteran Alexander Peterson, who's injured and out of the competition. So we're into the last 10 minutes of the game. Spain certain to at least take 2 points through to the main round. That's whatever they manage to get out of this game here. If Iceland lose this game, they could either have 2 points if Norway go through, or only 1 point if Hungary go through. And one certainly would kill off their chances of a semi-final place. We'd have to say then that Spain and Denmark would look favourites from that merged group, A and B coming together, as once more Thomas fails on the wing. 4 goals from 8 attempts only for the winger. Despite a run of 6 goals without reply, Iceland still only 2 goals behind in this game and within striking range. Save. Took too long to control it. Thomas, that's more like it. 5th goal for the Barcelona winger. And it came again through a brilliant save by Sierra, but because Christiansson didn't get control of the ball immediately, he had to bounce it the first time and pick it up. And that allowed Sierra to get out and cover the angle that bit better. Is it time to get Gunnarsson back in again? Failed to connect on the first one, and on the second one he took a bounce to get control back in again. Instead of it being 25-26, it's now 27-24. Fans crowding in now, some of the Norwegians arriving here for their match coming up against Hungary. And I think the Norwegians, sticking with the Scandinavian link, trying to raise the volume in the arena here. Palmarsson already letting the ball go, but the referee wants a word on the line, and they have changed the line play, and I think that's a wise decision. Robert Gunnarsson, the 33-year-old from Paris Saint-Germain, is in. Huge experience, 228 internationals for the Icelandic number 18. He's not quite as heavy as Svavarsson or as tall, but good safe pair of hands, quick to get into space, defending inside the area. Well, again, there Gunnarsson was in the move, he held the defender back, was trying to create space for Jonsson to run in. Look at the, he's blocking them back. And the only player then who can stop him is Makeda, who's inside the area. And Christiansson thinks that should have been a 2-minute suspension. They're saying, on the other hand, that was an attacking foul, but Makeda can't complain. He was in the area, got up and was still in the area when he blocked. So, chance for the captain, Guðjón Valur Sigurðsson, to pull one back here, keep them within striking range. Coolly taken, second penalty of the game for Sigurðsson. Sierra read it well, he just wasn't quick enough. So can Iceland break a 3-match losing streak against Spain? Going back to the World Championships 3 years ago. That's nicely done, would have been a penalty otherwise. Defending inside the area, and Andreu. Newcomer to the Spanish team, just 19 internationals, plays for Hanover. So free throw, awarded to Iceland. Svavarsson races off to get Gunnarsson in on the attack. 6.5 minutes remaining, still a 3-goal deficit. Oh, and a poor switch back. Pass sails over Jonsson. Palmarsson slightly at fault there, made it difficult for Gunnar Jonsson. So Spain now happy to bring the ball up slowly. There's no point in them rushing it, especially when it's taken a while to get the ball back and the Icelanders are back in defence. Still in play with them, yes! Poorly taken in the end though by Garcia. Hallgrímsson, Palmarsson, 2 on the line, but Spain very quickly and smartly back in defence. That's good. Jonsson. Maybe new to the national team. Doing well, Jonsson. 21 goals he scored for Nantes in the French First Division. Earned him the call up to the national team. And that gets Iceland back to within 2 of the world champions. Double dribble, not given. Makeda. Garcia, that's more like it. Goal for him. Beats Gustafsson. Andrew holding back two defenders on the line. Iceland just can't get past this. They get it back to 2, and then the Spaniards open it up again. Back to 2. They had the fast break earlier on. And Christiansson could have got them back within 1, and instead missed. Got hit on the break, and now they've given possession away, and that's going to be another fast break. And all the mistakes are being penalised, luckily for them. On this occasion, Gustafsson pulls off a great save, his 13th of the game. Hallgrimsson, brute force. If all else fails, there's the save. Arm and leg up. Smartly done. So what could have been a 4-goal lead for Spain brings it back to 2 with just under 4 minutes remaining in this Group B match. Shooting efficiency still marginally better on the Icelandic side, 63% to 57 for Spain. Pushing up a little bit deeper now, Iceland trying to steal the ball and hit them on the break. They've got to, sooner or later, they may even need to consider man-to-man marking. Makeda. That will come later still, though. Free throw, Hallgrimsson getting stuck in once more, stopping Canellas. And again, Canellas, but that lets the clock run down. Saved by Gustafsson. Try and move it quickly here. Yes! Oh, saved by Sierra! Jonsson looks shell-shocked. And he shot just where he wanted him. And the bench can't believe it. That could have been their last chance. Who knows? 7 saves for Sierra. Could have brought them back to within 1 goal with 2.5 minutes remaining. Instead, it still is 2 goals. Still all the hard work to do, and now it's 3 as Spain score. Hallgrimsson can't believe it as Ugaldi gets his first of the game. Getting in behind, no one picked him up, the winger. They're pushing up so much, they're taking chances as they go forwards, and it's allowing space for the wingers to sneak in, and that's another mistake. Sums up their afternoon, really. Too many mistakes in the second half. Guardiola gets his second. And now surely it's a mountain to climb inside the last 2 minutes. 4 behind. Palmarsson pulls one back with his 8th of the game, but that's not good news. He's gone down, turned his ankle. Jumps up, hopefully not too serious. Worried looks even from the spectators. Clock has been stopped. Let's have a quick look and see. Oh, tripped over his own player. As he came back, I'm trying to see if it was Palmarsson or which one it was. Well, it's not for the faint-hearted. Playing handball, as you can see from those few shots there, and he's off. Ankle seems to be okay. 1.5 minutes, but still 3 goals adrift. They're pushing right up now with 2 players at the front, but it means space at the back for fast wingers, and that's exactly what Ugaldi does. Goes around. And again, Sierra saves of Gunnarsson. And surely that's it now as we approach the last minute. Moros, job done in defense, goes off, and the captain, Entrerios, steps on. And almost relieved from the Spanish supporters as we go into the last minute. So it means that Spain will go through to the main round with maximum points, while Iceland will have to sit and wait for the result of the Hungary-Norway match to see if they have 2 or 1 point to take through. Lovely shot. Canellas number 8. Yes, the time in the stands. Sejitor Christiansson not had a happy day. No goals from 2 attempts, and unfortunately resulted in fast breaks the other way. And again, that's almost handing the ball. Olafur Gudmundsson. Oh, and the tempers are getting a little bit frayed out there, and they're pushing and shoving between Gunnarsson and Makeda. Nothing serious. And, referees and players step in quickly just to separate them. So the complaint from Gunnarsson seems to be he took me around the neck. It's all at the back there, and if anything, it's Moros who quite literally wrestled him to the ground. So I don't think the anger was maybe aimed so much at Makeda, who just tried to pull him away and just got the tail end of his frustration. Moros gets suspension quite rightly for that bit of wrestling at the back that sparked the frustration, but it's of little consequence to him because he knows they've done enough, and Gunnarsson also pays the price for reacting. It won't change anything here in Aarhus with Spain, who have punished every mistake here in the second half. Especially late in the second half, the Icelanders have made too many mistakes and they've been hit on the break. 6 fast breaks from Spain. Seconds ticking away now. Saved and goes out, and that's it. So Spain win this crucial game for them to make sure they go through to the main round with maximum points. 33-28 the scoreline. The celebrations can start. For Iceland, it's a waiting game now to see what they have. Well, a deserved win for the Spaniards. They hit Iceland with a 6-0 exchange over an 8-minute patch in the second half. 19-22 down to 25-22 up, and from then on, the Icelanders struggled. They tried all kinds of formulations, but they weren't taking their chances when they had them. Their shooting went off. And more than anything else, they put some very clumsy passes across the front of the Spanish defence, who just hit them on the fast break. They were gifted goals, easy ones for the Spaniards, and they go out winners 33-28 in Aalborg. Well, disappointment for Iceland, but at least they know that they will go through to the main round. Have the Man of the Match awards now to come. For Spain, job well done. Gathering everyone round. So, top of the group, but lots of Icelandic fans here, and yeah, never forget them. The Icelandic team go over to thank their supporters, and indeed the neutrals and some of the Norwegians who arrived here have been supporting Iceland. So we are now ready for the Man of the Match awards.
Number 5,
So Makeda, don't think he quite heard his name being called. 7 goals, but also some tough and uncompromising defending. Receives his award from Miguel Roca. So that's just the icing on the cake as far as he's concerned, after making sure that they do what they came here to do, and that's qualify with maximum points. So a nice little thank you there to Perez de Varga, the new goalkeeper who stepped in when Arpad Sterbik was injured. There's some of the goals that Makeda scored to set his team on their way.
and the best player from Iceland, number 9, Gudjon
Valor Sigurdsson worked like a Trojan. 7 from 7 in the game. Impeccable record, but not enough, I'm afraid, as the team generally simply made too many mistakes. Almost an unwilling participant in the proceedings, but so that's it. Spain have beaten Iceland in this top-of-the-table clash, 33-28. Some of the Icelanders still celebrating. They will now travel to Herning, where they will merge to become Group 1, a group of 6. We know that they are together with Iceland, that they've just played in Denmark. The other team's not decided yet in either group.
And the next match will start at 8:15, and it's Hungary against Norway.
Well, frustration for Palmarsson. Kicks his way off the court, understandably, in Gunnarsson, who got a little overwhelmed by the occasion at the end. So for Spain at the end, 59% of their attacks successful. Iceland only 50%, and that dropped down heavily in the second half. Field throws, Spain overtook them in the end, 62% to 57, but 11 turnovers for Iceland, and that's where their problems lay. 4 2-minute suspensions there as well, and despite missing 3 penalties, Spain still had something to spare in the end. Top scorers, Canellas for Spain and Palmarsson for Iceland with 8 goals apiece, while Makeda and Sigurdsson took away 7 each, and Hallgrímsson 6 for the Icelanders. So it wasn't to be for Iceland, and that long spell you can see there at the bottom on the red bars, 8 minutes when they conceded 6 goals. That was the turning point from which Iceland never recovered. Where the shots came from. A bit more success in the second half from the wing, but nicely spread across the entire court with 6 fast breaks, those crucial fast breaks when Iceland made the mistakes, and 1 penalty from 4 only. For Iceland, still the right-hand side a little bit quiet on the wing, but on the line you can see 1 from 5. Big problems there for Kristjansson and the likes. 4 fast breaks though for them, and 3 penalties. Wasn't enough in the end. Spain, top of the group, with 6 points. Iceland just behind them on 3, waiting to find out how many they'll take through to the next round as Hungary prepare to take on Norway. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this game. We'll take a break for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time from me, Paul Bray, goodbye.
¡España! ¡Vamos!